Video game sequels. When a game is so good, they make another one. If you've been in the live chat of any event that might have video game announcements in the past few years, you've no doubt seen a few live chat comments demanding more information on Hollow Knight's Silksong. While initially envisioned as a DLC where you play as Hornet in the original game, the scope and ambition for what developer Team Cherry wanted to make grew and grew until they realized it needed to be its own game. Silksong was announced all the way back in February of 2019 and has been quite elusive since then, seemingly due to its ever-increasing scope. 3 whole years after the initial announcement trailer, Silksong finally made a reappearance in Xbox's 2022 video game showcase. The new trailer confirmed that the game would be coming to Game Pass when it released, and Xbox socials even made claims that the game would be on Game Pass within a year of the showcase.
So that was a fucking lie.
At the time of recording this video, it's been approximately 6 whole years since Silksong was announced, and to put it lightly, some parts of the fandom are, let's just say, crashing out. The Silksong subreddit is a mess to browse after any major video game event. Some of these posts are genuinely funny and lighthearted, but others can be a bit concerning. What the heck is a skong? Some people are setting lofty expectations in their head about how many biomes and bosses the game needs to have in order for it to be taking this long. I've also seen some comments like that the game should be free for how long people have had to wait, or the wait has been so long that people are just no longer interested. But why are people this passionate? Why do people care so much? Well, let's talk a bit about the game that started this all, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a masterclass game made by only 3 people. The game garnered a lot of support even before releasing, as it raised tens of thousands of dollars to fund its development during its Kickstarter campaign. When the game finally came out in 2017, it reviewed incredibly well and currently sits at overwhelmingly positive on Steam. From its beautiful hand-drawn art style to its intricate world building and memorable boss encounters, captured the hearts of many and landed itself among the greats of the Metroidvania genre. It comes as no surprise then that anticipation for a sequel where you play as one of the game's most beloved NPCs was through the roof. But today, I want to discuss why you might want to temper your expectations. Not because Silksong won't be good, but because expectations can shape how we experience a sequel to something that we cherish. Let's take a look at a few video game sequels that, while good games on their own, were overshadowed by the reputation of the game that came before them. I'm just going to be looking at 2 examples today, but I'm sure there are many more that could also apply. Borderlands 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3. This might be controversial, but these games aren't that bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I know, but before you click away, let's talk about it. Borderlands 3 is a pretty fun romp through the universe of Borderlands. The gunplay is arguably as fun as it's ever been, and the Vault Hunters have a ton of options and variety in their skill trees, leading to increased player expression and creativity in builds. Fast travel is more convenient than ever, with a lot of less playtime wasted backtracking to a fast travel station or save quitting the game entirely. Despite these improvements, the legacy Borderlands 3 left behind had more to do with its faults. Iconic NPCs and returning Vault Hunters were poorly handled, while Borderlands 2 treated returning Vault Hunters with a great amount of respect. Some new NPCs were just straight up insufferable, with one even garnering a massive hate train, whereas Borderlands 2 had NPCs that were so memorable, one of them even got their own spin-off game. And the villains of Borderlands 3 had a lot of potential, but were unfortunately just so cringe.
Hey, Joe! Looks like we interrupted your Zap Times. Here, maybe this will cheer you up.
While Borderlands 2 had one of the most iconic villains in all of gaming.
Sup?
You bastard! I'm gonna...
Language. What's that saying? Don't pick a fight with a man with nothing left to lose.
We all went into Borderlands 3 with the bar set so high, anything that didn't meet those standards would drastically stand out and overshadow anything good the game had to offer. The legacy of this game, Left Behind Online, had more to do with the lower points in the story and the writing, rather than anything to do with how much fun you could have with the actual gameplay. This is kind of similar to Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh boy, this one really reminds me of Silksong, announced in June of 2013 and released in January of 2019. And what gargantuan Sora-sized shoes this game had to fill by following up Kingdom Hearts 2, which had some of the most fun combat of all time and some of the most iconic bosses of all time. You've never truly lived until you survived Xemnas' Laser Dome. Even though Kingdom Hearts 3 added long-requested new party members, was a graphical upgrade, and had really fun combat additions like Keyblade form changes, it was more so remembered for its lackluster story and overall lack of difficulty. They did eventually add critical mode and a bunch of super bosses to address that difficulty issue later, but by then the internet had already made up its mind, and this game for the most part was considered inferior to Kingdom Hearts 2. You may have noticed though, the games I'm comparing Borderlands 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3 to are also sequels. But these sequels are not perfect in themselves. Borderlands 2 has flaws, like how enemy health regenerating accompanied with the need for slag can be annoying in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Kingdom Hearts 2 has flaws, like the base version of the game didn't even have dodge roll in it for some reason. For real, I swear dodge roll was in this game when I played it growing up, but I guess it was only added in the final mix version of the game. So why are some sequels remembered well despite their flaws, while others are not? Sequels like Borderlands 2 and Kingdom Hearts 2 succeeded by embracing their differences. For example, Kingdom Hearts 2 evolved its gameplay to focus more on flashy and fun action. We saw less focus on clunky platforming and environmental interaction. The platforming and environmental interaction in Kingdom Hearts 1 were not bad, but they were different. By leaning into one aspect of the first game more than the other, Kingdom Hearts 2 is allowed to be something new while still staying true to its roots. Feel like having a chill journey through Disney worlds that wants you to explore and find secrets? Play Kingdom Hearts 1. Feel like playing Devil May Keyblade? Play Kingdom Hearts 2. By accepting these games as unique experiences, we can appreciate their strengths without being shackled by expectations from the past. This brings us to Silksong. Right now, Silksong isn't just a game, it's a symbol. It represents the hope for another Hollow Knight, another journey through a vast, interconnected world that will leave us breathless. But no matter how incredible Silksong is, it might never give you the same feelings as Hollow Knight did when you first played through it. Think back to your first time playing Hollow Knight, the awe of discovering Hollow Knight's secrets, the satisfaction of mastering a tough boss, the way the story was hinted at through environmental details and journal entries. That experience was unique not just because of the game itself, but because of when and how you played it. You can't replicate a time in your life or the feeling of novelty, no matter how good a sequel is. Silksong will undoubtedly have its own strengths and weaknesses. Team Cherry has shown us glimpses of what looks to be another masterclass in game design, but it's crucial to approach it as its own entity rather than a direct successor of Hollow Knight's magic. Unrealistic expectations can set us up for disappointment. If we expect Silksong to recreate the exact emotional highs of Hollow Knight, we're doing the game and ourselves a disservice. Instead, let's celebrate the possibility of a new journey, new challenges, and new memories. So please, lower your expectations. Not because Silksong won't be amazing, but because by letting go of comparisons, you'll allow yourself to truly enjoy it for what it is. A new game, a new adventure, a new experience, and maybe, just maybe, a new masterpiece. Thanks for watching.